Yeah, certainly a lot to talk about, but right now we want to talk politics because within the past couple of months, communities across the U.S. have still been picking up the pieces from devastating natural disasters.
But money to deliver those funds are either stretched thin or exhausted. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares federal officials are pleading with Congress to replenish those funds.
On top of Hurricanes Milton and Helene devastating the southern states,
we've seen a typhoon hit Guam last year, which is still in recovery. We've seen historic flooding in Vermont and deadly tornadoes in several of our states.
The need for disaster relief is in high demand, but the money isn't there. This week, federal officials, including from the Small Business Administration and FEMA, testified before Congress, saying money is stretched thin due to increased disaster demands.
FEMA did receive $20.2 billion in the continuing resolution, yet the DRF has been depleted to less than $5 billion as of today, due to the rising operational needs. This shortfall underscores an urgent reality. The DRF needs sufficient funding to handle the scale and intensity of today's disasters.
And loans from the SBA have been exhausted.
SBA has also continued to process these loan applications, provide the customer service support, and communicate directly with survivors while we wait for Congress to appropriate the funding to originate new loans and disperse those funds to the more than 12,500 disaster victims who are already in the queue.
Some members say there's no time to wait to pass an additional supplemental bill.
Delays, this further impacts them. So the longer this sustains, the further these constituents will not be able to access the program. And I would say that for the businesses, it's not just the businesses, it's the homeowners, the renters. 70% of our funding goes to homeowners and renters to get back in their neighborhoods.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp, Erie News Now.
Some horrendous video there. Well, the FEMA administrator was also grilled by members on their response to the recent hurricanes after a FEMA employee told workers to skip houses with campaign signs supporting President-elect Donald Trump. And FEMA says that was an isolated incident and that employee was fired.